What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. How you doing? You know who it is and who it is not. It's me. Today we're gonna be making a 90s R&B sample. Say what? That's right. We're gonna bring it all the way back. Okay. And bring it all the way forward. Anyways though, before we get into it, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Oh yeah. Also feel free to join the Discord. We're building a great community over there. Yeah. Step numero uno, which is one in Espanol, which means Spanish in English. BPM. Now in terms of BPM, I would say set it to between 80 and like 100. I'm just gonna do 90 right here. Next, you're gonna wanna get some nice, lush, dreamy keys. Me personally, I'm gonna be using my one-shot/analog bank Blacklight. It's got great, nice, lush sounds for R&B beats. It's versatile enough to use for darker sounding beats for Drake, Travis Scott, Kanye West, etc. Alright, so right here, I just got this sound called Chorus Bell. It's from the pack. So to get started, I usually like to start with the root notes. You're going to want to make long, big chords right here. So something like that will sound nice. And then I'm just going to pull this up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to start building some chords. So this should sound pretty good as these notes line up right here. Then the same thing right here. And then now let's keep adding some notes. Alright, so that sounds pretty good. I'm just kind of lining up these Fs. And then I thought this D would sound good right here just because there's so many Ds in these other chords right here. I'm just going to strum it. I want like kind of a harsh strum right here. And all I did was I just pressed Alt-S to do that. Then Alt-R to randomize these velocities. And then I'm going to shorten these notes a little bit. I'm just going to throw some RC20 on here, make it sound a little more vintage, and then just going to cut out some lows and highs. Alright, so now on to step number 3, players. And right here, you're just going to want to go in and add some vocals. You can use your own, you can use a sample, etc. It's really up to you what you want to do here, what vibe you want to represent. In this case though, I'm gonna use my own vocals. Just say you will. Just say you will. Now if you thought those were my actual vocals, gotcha. Ha ha ha, you silly goose. I just ended up using some arcade. I just used this sound called Easier Said Than Done, and I just felt it kind of reminded me of like some older R&B vibes. And then to kind of like beef up the vocals, all I did was I converted just the arcade sound into an audio file. So all you do to do that is only have the arcade turned on, then just select it all, do Control-Alt-C, and then click Start. When here, pitch it all the way down so you get kind of like a deeper tone from it. Then I just add some effects to it. So I added this to just push the sound out really far to the sides. So there's space for it. Add a little bit of distortion to make the sound stick out a little bit more. Just cut out some low ends. Just say you will. Just say you will. La 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 la. Just say you will. Guess who's back, motherfuckers? It's me, R&B Dylan. So the next step you're gonna do in this little R&B sample journey, you're gonna want to go in and add a nice, smooth, thick, with 2 C's, bass line. So right here, we're gonna be using another sound from my kit, the Gaslight bass line. So all I'm gonna do for this bass line is just put on the root notes right here. So there's just the bottom notes of these chords. So next thing I got is I just added this little perk right here. It's just playing where you would typically add your snare. Just went over here and I cut out some highs and some lows. Alright, so we've got the sample laid out right here. A few kind of cool things that we ended up doing was right here, we've just got the intro going, so I just use the lower vocal right here, as it's going to open up a little bit more when it changes up over here. And then I kind of did a little bit of sampling of my own, kind of like flip this sample a little bit. And to do that, all I went in and did was I combined both the lower and higher pitched arcade vocals, so this one and this one right here, converted it into an audio file. Then I just went in and reversed it. And I ended up kind of just liking the tail end parts, so this part right here. And this is actually the beginning part of each of the vocal samples, but because we reversed it, it's on the end. So all I went in and did was I went in and just chopped it up really quickly. Grab this part right here. And so I just kind of went in and took out the first part of this vocal. So basically just this front part right here is reversed, as well as this part right here is reversed as well. And by doing that, got a really cool vocal effect. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it now, give you guys a listen. This would be like the intro right here, the pre-chorus, and then, you know, maybe a chorus. Then I took away some stuff just to add a little bit more variation. And also, don't be a sucker, motherfucker. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.